Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Movie Melee. We got an exciting one for you here today. We're back in the teams tournament, and we're in the semifinals now. First of our two matches, we have the final four, if you will. I think that's basketball terminology. I don't know. Anyways, we have the number one seed, Ginyu, Forrest, Payson, and David. Coming on off of a very strong performance in their last match. Both teams actually coming off of knockouts. Neither team has actually had to even answer a round 3 question all season yet, so this has been very impressive. Ginyu Force, obviously former champions. I don't want to put too much pressure on them, but a fun statistic which I just learned recently, they could correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they have never lost a 3-round match, so that's very intimidating and scary. So it'll be very interesting to see what they can do today against Law Deal, who has been in absolutely phenomenal shape this year. I mean, they've looked like a completely different team this year, just absolutely dominating some very tough teams to get to this point. They've definitely been, I think, the story of the tournament so far, the way that they've just completely turned around their record. So I think this could honestly be a super, super competitive match, and Oladiel's probably going to talk down on themselves when I bring them in, if I had to guess. But I think that they actually have a really good shot to potentially get the upset here. So without any further ado, let's get right into the pre-match interviews, starting with Law Deal. We got Scott Harvey and Jacoby Bancroft. Guys, you're fresh off of your own knockout over Rewind Fuckers, which was pretty incredible stuff. It was a very dominant victory. What are your thoughts? Obviously, you have an intimidating opponent here today. Thoughts on the match? I don't know. Go ahead.
You didn't really have to mention that stat, Dylan. I'm just gonna put that out there. Yeah, you really did.
We have also, right? That's true about us too, right, Scott? We also never lost a 3-round match. I think that's we are in the same literal boat as them.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, definitely 100% true. No need to fact check.
Don't check it. Don't look it up.
No, we're excited to be here. Semifinals is, it's big, it's stressful. And especially when we're going up against a team of their quality. Weirdly, I don't think I've ever played Payson or David in this league, probably because I haven't been good enough. But it's nice to be here now, nice to be on the mountain. But, we're going to have to do something unprecedented tonight. It's pretty late here. Who knows? Maybe things are going to get weird after dark.
Fingers crossed. They're great guys. I'm very excited to play them. You want to play the best, and they are one of the best. So we're in for a good time, hopefully.
All right, cool. Well, best of luck to you guys. We will now bring in your opponents for this evening. Ginyu Force, David Nishimoto, and Payson Johnson. Guys, how you doing? I don't know. Already a lot in the interview pre-match thing. Go ahead.
No, I'm here. I'm out of my element a little bit, but try to make the best out of it. I know Law Deal's a good team too. I haven't played too much with them before, but I think me and Payson going into this, I know, we'll do our best to coordinate the best with each other and answer the best, trivia.
Like Scott and Jacoby said, I feel weird that I've never played either of them in Melee, and I just think this is going to be kind of fun. I'll be honest, I was going to do a bit regarding Jacoby, but he said such nice things, so I'm not going to mention anything prior. So I'm not going to do that. All I will say is, not including me, look how handsome this whole call is. This is maybe one of the most attractive-looking calls I've ever seen. Let's play.
You're selling yourself short, sir. Please not calling just lock of hair. It's working on me. I'm disarmed, so this works.
All right. Well, now that all of our egos have been boosted, we will get into round number 1, which will work like any other round 1. It is the standard whiteboard round 1. 8 questions, 8 different categories of movie trivia. If any individual player gets all 8 questions correctly, which they will answer individually on their whiteboards, forgot to say that part. If they get all 8 questions correctly, they will be asked a bonus question, also worth 1 point. And each team has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
Cool. All right, so then your first question in round number 1 will come in the category of directors. Who directed The Way of the Gun and 2012's Jack Reacher? Both of these movies or ones that I have not seen. I don't know. I'm filling space for this question. I'm taking this question off. Sorry, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Payson first.
Christopher McQuarrie.
And Scott.
Christopher McQuarrie.
And David.
Christopher McQuarrie.
All right. And Jacoby.
Christopher McQuarrie.
Christopher McQuarrie is correct. So clean sweep 2-2. So getting your next question in the category of the 2000s. What kind of location do Henry and Lucy meet at for the first time in 50 First Dates? And I am going to need to increase the size of my screen so I can see David's board better. Cool.
Yep. After this round, I should move to the passenger seat.
Sorry, it's just very far away from me. I need to get like real close to my screen. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scott.
I don't know. I just said beach.
And David.
Restaurant?
And Jacoby.
Also said restaurant.
And Payson.
I said bar.
Oh boy.
This is interesting. The answer we have here is cafe.
It's like a breakfast place, which is why I didn't say an early like diner. But I think if under the establishment, I think that's a restaurant. I don't think they serve
I'm
alcohol.
going to accept restaurant.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bar at all.
It didn't say specifically in the question, so I'll accept it.
If alcohol is not served there, it is not a bar.
They have a lot of Spam and Reese's peanut butter cups.
I was gonna make that joke.
So then 3-3 as we get into your next question in the category of classics. How was the titular character believed to have been killed in 1944's Laura? So I believe after that question, David and Jacoby remain perfect. I shouldn't have said that 2 questions in. I apologize.
Doing a lot of jinxing.
Yeah. Putting a lot of bad juju on the players today, and for that I apologize. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David first.
Drowning.
And Jacoby.
I said car crash.
And Payson.
I put shot.
And Scott.
I saw it a long time ago. I said poisoned.
Shot is correct.
Hey.
So Payson gets that one correct. And because of me, there are no more perfect rounds. Sorry, guys.
Thank you, Dylan.
But Ginyu takes the first lead 4-3 as we get in your next question in the category of musicals. You'll find the songs I Can Hear the Bells and You Can't Stop the Beat in what musical? How dare the writer blatantly disregard the rule of 3s? So far, it's been like 2 movies that Christopher McQuarrie has directed, 2 songs from this musical. Man, this is unreal. 5, 4, 3. Love you, writers. 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacoby first.
Hairspray.
And Payson.
I was Wilbur in my high school's production of this, Hairspray.
And Scott.
Dun, 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 dun. Hairspray.
And David.
Yep, Hairspray.
Hairspray is correct. Another clean sweep. 6-5 as we get in your next question. In the category of Oscars, David Lynch, Roman Polanski, and Martin Scorsese all lost Best Director to who? Ooh, indeed. It's a good question. I feel like saying that just because I was mean to the writer on the last few questions. Not super mean, but, light jabs. Good question, writer. Thumbs up. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Law Deal's first repeat. Your question again in the category of Oscars. David Lynch, Roman Polanski, and Martin Scorsese all lost Best Director to who?
Right.
Ooh, bit of a thinker. This one. Shout out to David Lynch, one of my favorite directors. Just wanted to throw that out there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Payson.
I put Robert Redford.
And Scott.
I said Ron Howard.
And David.
Said Milos Form.
And Jacoby.
I said Ridley Scott.
Robert Redford is correct.
Nice.
In the year 1980, I believe, for Ordinary People.
Yeah.
Do you have the Polanski film listed or no?
I do not. Sorry.
Okay, never mind. It's fine. Fine.
Yeah. All right. Then your next question will come in the category of horror. What 80s horror film centers around a woman who turns into a Black Panther when aroused?
Oh.
Sounds like a wild time. Don't you hate it when this happens? Whatever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Scott first.
I feel like I'm going to know when I hear the title, but I didn't get anything.
It will make sense. David?
Cat people.
Oh, fuck.
And Jacoby?
I said Kitty.
And Payson?
I broke my one rule.
He's
but-
actually cat people.
It is cat people. Yes. So
Wow.
only David gets that one correct.
Good ball, dude.
8 to 5 as we get in your next question in the category of biopics. Who plays the titular character in 2018's Colette? So, I haven't seen this film, but I have walked past the DVD a couple times at Walmart. Looks interesting. Looks very interesting. And those are my thoughts on Colette. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David first.
Jodie Comer.
And Jacoby.
I said Marion Cotillard.
And Payson.
Between two, is it Rachel Weisz?
And Scott.
Keira Knightley.
That's the other one.
Keira Knightley is correct.
Hey, good job, partner.
That Scott digs into the lead there, 8 to 6. Now, as we get into your final question of round number 1, which will come in the category of action/adventure. In True Romance, after he kills Alabama's pimp, Clarence takes a bag that he believes contains Alabama's belongings, but actually contains what? This is a good picture. I watched it in 2020 during the pandemic over on like a Netflix party thing with some friends on Skype. Good time. Good time. Shout out Netflix party. I don't know. It was a pretty sketchy program, honestly.
Yeah, I used it once or twice.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the
1.
question.
All right, that is Ginyu Force's first repeat. Your question again. In True Romance, after he kills Alabama's pimp, Clarence takes a bag that he believes contains Alabama's belongings, but actually contains what? Yeah, I can make it through that question twice with no stumbles, but then it's like, who directed Fargo? And then I'm like, fuck. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm weird sometimes with reading. There you go. There's a little story about my life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacoby first.
I said drugs.
And we'll go to Payson. Payson?
Oh, I think he froze.
Oh, shit. Payson.
I think I heard drugs.
Okay, yeah. All right, you're good. Yeah. Scott?
Drugs.
And David?
Drugs.
Drugs is correct. The answer we had here was cocaine, but we didn't say specifically. So, you got us again. So clean sweep, 10 to 8. Coming out of round number 1 with Ginyu Force in the lead. I don't know why that was so complicated for me to say. Anyways, round number 2 will work like this. It is a wheel round. Each team gets the chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they will be answering questions in today. 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down a multiple choice, in which case it will be worth 1 point. Stealing is available in this round, and if they don't like the category they spin in the first time, they can spin a second time, but they must keep whatever category it lands on then. The categories on the wheel today are pre-1980 fandom Disney animation, which is Ginyu Force's strength, as well as directed by Richard Linklater, which is Law Deal's strength, as well as the general categories of 1970s mystery/thrillers, Oscars, recent releases, romance, and animation. So with that, Ginyu Force, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Law Deal?
Want to defer?
Yeah,
Yeah. Good job on using that repeat, by the way.
yeah. I had a different answer. Thanks.
Sorry. Yeah, then it paid off.
Then bad job of using that repeat.
So,
Save those next time.
so you're spinning second?
Yeah. We're
Okay.
All right,
Law,
Scap, let's do this.
Law Deal, this will be your first spin. And on the category of animation.
Let's take another shot, I think.
I agree.
All right,
Let's
we'll
do
spin
it.
again.
All right. And this will be the. You'll be stuck with.
Stop.
Hey, I'm glad we did that.
I'm damn too.
All right. I think we should go recent releases. We've been doing well with it recently, and we can both contribute.
We can
on
both. I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, I see no qualms with that.
recent releases.
All right. Well, then I will be delivering you your questions in the category of recent releases. Your first question. What 2023 comedy was directed by Ray Romano?
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, I'll probably know it on multiple, but
I agree. We can take the time to think about it. It's a strange title.
I don't think I'm gonna pull it. Yeah,
5, 4.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Let's go
multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, You Hurt My Feelings, B, About My Father, C, Somewhere in Queens, or D, Your Place or Mine.
I think it's Paul or Ringo.
I was thinking Ringo.
You think so?
I would think more so. I don't think. Yeah, I'm more so leaning towards that.
All right, C, final answer.
C is correct for 1 point. Your next question. In Haunted Mansion, Owen Wilson's character pretends to have what profession?
Did you see this?
I did. A priest. He pretends to be a priest.
Okay. All right.
Priest. Final answer.
Correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who plays writer Sintara Golden in American Fiction?
Isn't that Issa Rae or
Issa Rae would be the other one. Yeah,
she's the one that he like who
it's
wrote
the only one that
famous
makes
book,
sense.
right?
Yeah. Issa
All right,
Rae.
Issa Rae, final answer.
Correct for 2 points. Now your penultimate question in this category. El Conde centers around what kind of monsters?
I didn't see this one.
I think it's vampires.
That would be what I guess. So it's up if we want to swing or not.
5.
If you have an inkling, we can shoot.
Vampires, final answer.
Correct for 2 points.
Good job.
So now your final question in this category. Which 2023 animated film features a pink rhino fighting some guards during a prison escape?
2023 pink rhino fighting guards in a prison escape.
It's not really
2023, so it wouldn't be the Kung Fu Minute. I might need multiple.
Yeah, multiple choice.
All right. So your options are A, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, B, the Super Mario Brothers movie, C, Blue Giant, or D, Nimona.
Can you eliminate any of these?
I mean, my thought is either Mick or Christine.
Yeah, because I don't think it's Lindsay, because I think that's the trick. So I would say
Let's repeat the options.
All right. So your options again are A, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, B, the Super Mario Brothers movie, C, Blue Giant, or D, Nimona.
I
think Christine is what I'm thinking.
Okay. It has to be between those two.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right, we'll say D, final answer.
That is correct for 1 more point.
Good job.
All right.
And the clean sweep of the category. So with that, I have Laudil getting their score up to 16. Ginyu Force remains at 10. So we will now bring back the wheel for what will be Ginyu Force's first spin. You land on the category of mystery/thrillers. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
This is one of the better general categories.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel too bad about it. These, I don't know.
I honestly feel okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take it.
That's fine. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
And what's the score? I'm sorry. Just so.
16 to 10. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right. So your first question, Ginyu. In Frantic, Richard last sees his wife at what type of location before disappearing?
They're in a hotel room, I believe.
Do you want to shoot for hotel or do you want to go multiple?
5, 4,
Be safe.
3.
Go multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, airport, B, gas station, C, hotel, or D, train station.
It's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. C, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
I should have. Sorry.
We're good. We're good.
Your next question. Who plays FBI agent Jennifer March in 2008's Untraceable?
Oh, that's I believe that's Diane Lane.
Take it. I trust you.
She said a girl's name. Okay. Diane Lane, final answer.
Correct for 2 points.
Good, David.
Your next question. What 60s mystery/thriller film has its events started with a murder of a wealthy industrialist named Philip Colbert?
Does that sound familiar at all?
Not really. I think we go multiple. I can maybe eliminate some.
5.
Okay, multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Torn Curtain, B, Blow Up, C, Dead Ringer, or D, In the Heat of the Night.
I don't think it's Blazers.
You don't think it's Blazers? Okay. I was kind of leaning Blazers, but that's fair.
5,
The options.
4. All right. Your options again are A, Torn Curtain, B, Blow Up, C, Dead Ringer, or D, In the Heat of the Night.
If you're thinking that, because I'm not too sure actually now.
I'm thinking of Blazers or Suns. I'm just thinking yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen either. I haven't seen those two. So I mean,
Okay.
5, 4.
D,
Go ahead.
final answer.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
In the Heat of the Night, D, final answer.
That is correct for 1
Okay.
point.
Thank God. Sorry, I didn't.
You're good. No, you're good.
All right. So your penultimate question in this category. In A Time to Kill, when Carl kills his daughter's attackers, he also wounds a deputy who loses what body part because of it?
I'm pretty sure it's a leg.
They didn't say specific. I say we go leg.
I mean,
Take the time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, leg, final answer.
I didn't say specifically because we were looking for leg. That is
Leg.
correct.
Okay, sweet.
So then your final question in this category. Who directed the 2010s thriller The Nightingale?
That is Jennifer Kent.
Yes.
Jennifer Kent, final answer.
And that is correct for 2 points. Both teams picking up. Yes, both teams picking up 8 points in round number 2. So we have a score of 18 to 16. Very close game coming out of round number 2. And we'll go into round number 3 now, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round. How it will work is we will be going back and forth drafting categories, starting with the player in the lead. Team. Once a category is drafted, it cannot be drafted by your opponent. Once all categories are drafted, the team behind will answer questions until they take the lead. You will choose which category and for what point value you would like to take first, and we will go until there is a mathematical winner. The categories that they could choose from today are recent releases, 1990s, 2010s, sports, fandom, Oscars, comic book movies, and directors. So we will let them pick their categories right now, and we will be right back. All right, we're back. The teams have chosen their categories. We will now start with Laudiel since they are down by 2. Which category would you like for your 1-pointer?
You want to go sports first?
Yep, I absolutely do.
All right, sports ball.
All right.
I can't believe I just said that.
You're one of those people now.
I hate myself now.
Your 1-pointer in the category of sports. What sport is 2020's The Way Back about?
Basketball.
Basketball. That's the
Basketball, final answer.
That's correct for 1 point. But we will stick with you since you're down by 1. Which category would you like for your 2-pointer?
It's probably.
I mean,
we should probably. Oh, go ahead.
How well do you feel about the fringe comic book movies? Because that's probably what it's going to be.
That's what I was. Well, that's why I think that one should be the 2-pointer because we should be able to work together on the 2010s.
That makes sense to me. So comic book movies.
All right. So then your question in the category of comic book movies. Who plays the titular character in Judge Dredd?
That's Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone, because they're trying to trick us with the.
Dredd is the new one. There's not some other character. I mean,
no.
Okay.
So it's Sylvester Stallone.
Okay, Sylvester Stallone. Final answer.
Yeah, we weren't trying to trick you because that's the name of the movie. But yeah, Sylvester Stallone is correct.
Yeah, but we could was Dredd called? Yeah, so it's
All right, so then Laudiel takes the 1-point lead. We will now go over to Ginyu Force. What category would you like for your 1-pointer?
I say we take Fandom for a 1-pointer.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah.
Fandom for 1.
All right. So your question in the category of Fandom. Name both Fandom sequels directed by Irvin Kershner.
Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back and RoboCop 2. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And the tie game, but since you have more questions remaining, we will stick with you. What category would you now like for your 2-pointer?
What do you feel? Do you feel really good about Oscars for 2 and 3 or?
It can get pretty tough. I would rather us work together for a 3-pointer in 90s and just take 2 in Oscars.
Let's do Oscars.
Okay. Oscars.
Oscars for 2. All right. So your question in the category of Oscars. How many times has Daniel Day-Lewis won Best Actor?
3.
Okay.
It's My Left Foot, There Will Be Blood, Lincoln.
Yeah.
3, final answer.
And that is correct for 2 points. So now we will go back over to Laudiel for their 3-pointer. Which category would you like?
2010s.
2010s.
Yeah.
All right. Your 3-pointer in the category of the 2010s. In what 2019 film will you find a group of death row inmates that are sent on a mission in space to extract alternative energy from a black hole?
That's not Valerian in the City of 1,000 Planets, is it?
I didn't think so, but I actually can't think of anything else.
We can take one repeat.
Yeah, we can take one repeat here. Death row inmates sent to
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Yeah.
All right. That is your second repeat. Your question again. In what 2019 film will you find a group of death row inmates that are sent on a mission in space to extract alternative energy from a black hole?
Okay, I did not hear him say 2019 the first time.
Yeah, he said 2019 the first time.
Okay, it's definitely not Valerian then.
Yeah. But 2019. I have no idea.
The only thing, is it High Life maybe? I don't know. The Claire Denis movie? They go to space in that. Yeah.
If they go to space, let's go for it.
High Life, final answer.
Fuck!
Yeah, good job, partner.
For 3 points.
That's good. Let's go. All you.
Thank God we repeated it.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we'll send it back over to Ginyu Force for their 3-pointer. Which category would you like?
90s.
90s.
Yep. We'll take 3 and 90s.
3 and 90s. All right. Your question in the 1990s. In Man on the Moon, Andy Kaufman agrees to be on Taxi on the conditions that he gets his own comedy special and a guaranteed guest appearance by who?
You know it?
Guest appearance. Oh, isn't that fake the fake guy, his character, right? No?
His
5.
let's use a repeat. Repeat the question.
Oh, sorry, I did that a little prematurely. That is your second repeat.
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
In Man on the Moon, Andy Kaufman agrees to be on Taxi on the conditions that he gets his own comedy special and a guaranteed guest appearance by who?
Yeah, I think there's like a. Yeah, okay. There's like a fake character that he made up, Tony Clifton or something. I think. I don't know if that's the name or not, but
5.
that's all I can think of.
4.
Let's go for it.
3.
Tony Clifton, final answer.
And that is correct. For
Wow.
Moto, yes.
Oh my god!
All
I'm
right.
watching Man on the Moon tomorrow for you, buddy.
It's
This
like-
has
Yeah.
been a crazy match so far. So now we will
Oh
go
my
back
God.
over to La Deal for their 4-pointer in the category of recent releases. If they hit it, they will send it back over to Ginyu Force for their 4-pointer. If they miss, Ginyu Force will be the winners. So your question in the category of recent releases. What specific animal does Molly's mother Lizzie say you see before you pass away in Killers of the Flower Moon?
Owl, right?
Owl.
Yeah.
100%.
Owl, final answer.
And that is correct for 4 big points.
Too
Well, we
recent.
did all of that.
So now here's the situation we find ourselves in. Ginyu Force has their 4-pointer in directors remaining. If they hit it, they win. If they miss, La Deal will win.
Yep.
So your question in the category of directors. Who directed the 90s crime film Sneakers?
It's Phil Alden Robinson.
That is correct. Yeah, I think that's correct.
I just want to make sure I get the pronunciation right.
Not Philip Noyce for sure. It's
No.
Phil Alden Robinson, who directed Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
5,
Repeat the question.
4. All right, that is your final repeat. Your question again. Who directed the 90s crime film Sneakers?
Yeah, that's
Phil-
go
okay.
ahead.
I'm gonna go for it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Phil Alden Robinson. Final answer.
And your winners, Ginyu Force. Phil Alden Robinson was correct. An absolutely insane game from both teams.
Good game.
We will now
Yes.
We'll now get into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finishers for this evening. La Deal. Look, I know it was probably unprofessional of me to list the stat for them for round 3 matches, but I think in the end it turned out being pretty good because it highlighted like the fact that you guys were almost able to do it. It would have been an insane accomplishment, and the fact you pushed them that far and it was this close of a match, I think, is a massive feather in your guys' cap. So I'd imagine, well, you might not have gotten the victory. You're probably still feeling pretty good. So how are you feeling overall?
Yeah, I think we're feeling good. We didn't have the season that we wanted last year, and so I think we definitely wanted to prove ourselves this year, and we've certainly done that. I think through our first match and then the rest of the tournament, even in a loss here today. So, yeah, I'm happy about that, and I think the future looks good for our team. I think we're going to get some more good matches as a result of this. But shout out to Ginyu Force. I knew once they got that 3, I was like, you give them a chance on a 4-point director's data question, like they're probably going to hit it. I knew that 3 was our one chance. So shout out to David for pulling that. But we did, I think, about all we could have done in this match.
Yeah, we left nothing on the table. I think it's just we maybe dropped a few in round 1, and you can't do that to a team like Ginyu Force. Like if you're behind, I think we're just behind by 2 the whole game, and once that happens, it does that. But we worked through our strength, which was great, and we were able to get through that. I've loved working with Scott in this tournament. It's been a lot of fun, and congratulations to Ginyu Force.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, since we had the teams tournament a lot earlier this year, we will be seeing you back this season. So this is by no means the end of your season. And I think there's not a lot of teams that would be wanting to play you after how well you guys have been playing all season long. I think it's been like just a crazy run for you guys. But is there any team in particular that you would like to call out?
I think it would be fun to play another team from our faction because there's a lot of really good ones, whether it's Dylan, your team, or Sexual Chocolate, or we played back to Formula Ones before, but that wasn't a great match. So
I'd like it. All those would be awesome.
It would be fun.
That'd be really fun.
All right, sounds good. Well, we will see you then whenever that match happens. If it is one of those opponents, I don't know what to say here. Anyways, good game, guys. We're excited to see you back. I'll put you backstage for now. And we'll bring in our first place finishers for this evening. Ginyu Force, hard-fought victory for you guys here today. They really made you have to earn it. It was overall just a fantastic match. I mean, you guys had a 2-point lead coming out of round number 1, which Laudiel said. I mean, that was really the deciding factor, because other than that, you matched each other in round number 2 and you matched each other in round 3. So just, I think, very impressive that you guys were able to hold on to that victory after they were really coming on strong after that, coming out of round number 1. So how are you guys feeling overall about your performance?
I mean, I think me and Payson put out some really good pulls throughout the game. After Laudiel got that Spinner's Choice, I thought we were like a little bit in the shit, but we pulled out of it. Yeah, I mean, the 3-pointer was like, I never thought about that movie for a while, and the only name I could think of. So we're just fortunate that the right answers were said, and then that was a hard match fought to win that one.
Yeah. Full respect to the other teams we've played in this tournament. I've been waiting to get pushed like that for a while. And shout out to Scott and Jacoby. You guys played a heck of a game. You made me and David earn this victory today. Shout out once again to your partner, like some great pulls that I would not have known. Like I was just thinking a man on the moon, like just think of a real person that could totally, and then you're just saying it's himself. I'm like, okay. Like a part of me was almost like, no, I don't think it would be that. But I was like, I'm trusting my partner, go for it. And then I love getting 4-pointers where the person's first name is Phil for a director. Happened in our title match. So pretty fun. But shout out to Laudiel. They played a great game, but I'm really happy we did this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you advanced from the final 4. Now you're in the final 2, just the finals. So I can tell you the 2 options that you'll be facing in the finals will be either the number 3 seed, Bring Out Your Dead, a couple of schmucks, I don't know, and the number 2 seed, 2 people that are not schmucks, Back to Formula, Jake Marangoni and Mark Menchaca. Thoughts on playing either of those teams?
Well, first off, Jeremy Potters is a wonderful man, so let's not sell that man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, David? Because I'm not sure.
I mean, both teams are going to be really tough to play against for sure. I'm pretty. That's a match that we got to go to the end probably for that one. So yeah, I'm highly anticipating that match. Going to be nervous for it, but like we do all the time, I think we're going to play our game and do the best we can. So
I have always wanted to play Jake Marangoni in teams match. Before Ginyu came in, like the concept were always the top dogs, and I was always a little sad we never got to play the concept. So even though it's not the concept, like playing Jake in a teams match is awesome, but like legit, like not to butter you up, like Dylan, you have become like one of my best friends in this community, like over the past year, and like I feel like we've gotten a lot of closer, and like I just love you as a person. Like no one makes me like laugh as much as you, and it's just fun to talk about movies with you. So I would love to play you in a teams match as well.
Well, flattery will get you nowhere, but hopefully we can make that happen. Just me saying that. Anyways, good job today, guys. We'll put you backstage for now, and I will close this out clumsily as I always do, as I currently try to find the outros to save me later in the end. Anyways, great match. Obviously, great back and forth from both teams. Yeah, ultimately, it was just those 2 points in round number 1 that was really like the big game changer here. Other than that, Laudiel had played fantastic. Again, this has been a crazy just season for both of them, and like not just teams but like singles too. Like I think they're both probably the 2 front runners for comeback player of the year, honestly, so far this season. So I'm very excited to see them back. And Ginyu Force just again showing why they are still one of the best teams like to ever do it. Like the idea of maybe possibly playing them in the next round, it honestly terrifies me. So hopefully I lose. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this. We will see you in the next one. Thank you to all the writers, showrunners, admins, everyone who helps make the show what it is, and the players too. I guess I should probably thank them. Anyways, outro. Bye.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior.
You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
If it take a minute.